Hey, what's going on, everybody? I am Abyss Fusion. Welcome to another drinks review. Today, we are finally doing a sneak can beverage review, and we are doing the blue raspberry flavor. Now, before we get into the video, I would just like to give a little bit of a sort of history on these drinks, basically, before we get into the actual review. Now, okay, they're brand new over here in the UK, and they will be available later on in America later on this year. Now, the only way to get these is to go into the Sneak website, which will be in the description below. I'll put a link somewhere near the top of the description. And basically, I have been looking forward to this. They announced it 2 weeks ago that they were bringing their products into a can form, and I am really looking forward to doing the reviews. Now, there are only 3 flavors available for the cans. There's the blue raspberry, the Tropicana, and there's also the strawberry watermelon. Yeah, I've just had to check there. It is strawberry watermelon. So you've got the strawberry watermelon, Tropicana, and the blue raspberry one. Those are the only 3 available flavors in the can form that you can get. But the other flavors you can get in like the tubs and the little patches and that, they're perfectly fine. They have been remained untouched. But today we will be doing the blue raspberry one. Now, I would like to say quickly, even though I just said it, I got this off the Sneak website, and the only way you can get these cans is to get the pack. Now, you get 12 cans, but there's 4 options. You can either get the variety pack, or you can get 12 cans of just one of the flavors. The variety pack, you get 4 flavors of the 3 flavors that they have available, or the other ones you could just have 12 cans of the blue raspberry, or 12 cans of the Tropicana, or 12 cans of the strawberry watermelon. It's entirely up to you, and it cost me altogether £24 for the entire thing, basically. That doesn't include delivery. I won't say how much the delivery was, because it depends on if you want it next day or if you want to wait 3 to 5 days for it. Entirely depends on how you feel. But technically speaking, each can costs £2, which is a little bit more than average than the normal Rockstar or Monster, basically. But to be honest, these have a lot more healthier nutritions and all that kind of crap than other energy drinks would normally have. But another gibby gab, we have a review to get to. So I am going to give you guys a full 360 of this can, and let me just say, this can design is absolutely amazing. It basically resembles the patch statues, basically. It's in a can form, as usual. The only difference is, obviously, it's instead of like the small little square statues that we normally get, it's truly beautiful, and it's original in a can form, basically. We've got the rabbit on the front, or bunny, whatever you want to call it, with the X on the background, which is sort of the trademark common theme, I guess, with the bunny and the X in the back. And we've got 2 different tones of colour on the can. On the bottom, it's sort of a purple violet sort of colour going on, and then it sort of fades all the way to the top, and then we have a blue colour, which I guess the purple is to represent the raspberry, and then the top is meant to represent the blue bit. I don't know if it's like blueberry and raspberry, or either way. We're going to have a look at the back of the description, which I can actually read, unlike the statues that I did a couple of videos ago. So, natural flavoured carbonated energy drink with sweetness. And I am going to say this right now, the biggest difference between the statues and the tubs and the cans is that the cans are carbonated. That's the biggest difference out of all of them. You get the cans, it's carbonated no matter what. Okay, so natural flavoured carbonated energy drink with sweeteners, and it contains 0 fat, 0 sugars, completely 0 sugars, and let's have a look. It contains Neakin, which is 4 mgs. It contains sulfuric acid, 2 mgs. It contains B6 vitamins, B12, pretty standard. It's just like the statues, to be honest. But the ingredients are carbonated water, obviously, because it's now a carbonated drink. It contains the vitamins on a B12 and B6 as usual. What type of sweeteners has it got? Sucralose. It has sucralose flavouring, sweeteners, whatever you want to call it. No allergens. Suitable for vegans. There you go. High caffeine content. Not recommended for children or pregnant or breastfeeding women. 30 milligrams per 100 ml. that has to be the caffeine. So it's got pretty much the average sort of caffeine content. Canned in the UK for Sneak Energy Limited, and where street address I'm not going to say out loud. Store in a cool, dry place. This was actually cold when I got it out of the box, which is over there, just sitting in a little cabinet that I've got going on, waiting for me to get another one. So, without further ado, let's open it. Now, if I can guess what the smell is, obviously blue raspberry, like a raspberry sort of fruity, refreshing drink, basically. That's what my guess is. Oh god, it feels so good to open it in a can form. So let's have a smell of it. If we can't smell it, we'll put it in our trusty container right there. Let's have a smell of it. I do want to say I have been ill these past couple of days. It might be hard for me to get a scent because my nose has been clogged horribly. Yeah. There's a bit of like a sweety blue raspberry. It definitely tastes of raspberry, to be honest. It's not incredibly strong, but it's strong enough for me to notice the sort of scent going into my nose. But again, that's my fault because I'm not very well and I haven't been since last Friday. But either way, let's put it in our container. And if I could guess what it's going to look like, with it being sweet, sweeteners and carbonated, I feel like it's going to be just seeable. It's just going to look like water to me. And I was right, it does. It just looks exactly... Actually, hang on. You know what? I'm a little bit wrong. I actually am very, very wrong, actually. There is a look to it. It is purpley-ish, reddish, violet-ish colour. So I was completely wrong. I'm not wrong that you can see through it. I can actually see through the entire thing right there. You can actually see through it. So it's not very thick. But either way, this is Sneak Blue Raspberry. Let's try some. This is going to be very, very different because, again, the patches, the statues and the tubs, they're not carbonated. This is, however. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh. Very, very sweet. But, yeah. I might have to get used to it being carbonated. Because again, I've had the statues and the cans just got released not that long ago, like a day or two ago, whenever this video gets uploaded. Yeah, it... You know what? Let's have some from the can. I don't want to drink all of it in one go, there's no way I want to. Yeah, I feel like because it's carbonated, it might take me a while to get used to it. Because again, as I've said before, G Fuel, Sneak, and whatever other like brands that are in this sort of spectacle, like they have the patches, the statues, and the tubs, and they go put their products in like cans. I think it's going to take a bit for me to get used to the fact that it's carbonated and the statues and the tubs aren't. But other than that, it's actually really good. It is good, to be honest. It's very... I think I've said this for the other ones as well, the other Sneak products that I've done. It's very refreshing, basically, and if I'm being honest, I don't know if it's as good as the Statch, like the patch statues. I don't know what the fuck. The patches, basically. I'm going to call them the patches, and I don't care what anyone says. I have had the blue raspberry patch. I did film it, but I had cancelled it because when I saw they were bringing the cans out, I stopped it. I just deleted it. So I have tried the blue raspberry in Stat Shaker before, and that was really refreshing. as well. This, it is refreshing, but it's not as refreshing as the stats for some reason. Again, I think it's because it's carbonated. All the cans are carbonated now because, you know, they're bringing it in the can form, and that's completely reasonable to me. But I think it's gonna take me a while to get used to it because I don't know. I've had Sneak for at least a couple of weeks now, maybe nearly a month. I've had Sneak, and it is gonna take me a while to get used to it. However, truth be told, I am going to say, if I'm going to give it a rating, because I think from now on I want to do these reviews, I give it a rating of some sort. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Maybe a 7.5 out of 10. Because I can't be too biased. The can design is awesome, I'm going to admit that much. The flavour, you can definitely taste the blue raspberry. The biggest difference is, obviously, it's carbonated. And their products, they do not have any sugars in them at all. But when I'm having this, it tastes really refreshing and just very sweet. And if you know me, you know I don't like sweet drinks, but the Sneak Statures have made me like them a little bit more. And hopefully the cans will make me like sweet drinks a little bit more as well. But that is going to be it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, please make sure to hit the like button, possibly share it with a friend, family, or relative, and check the description below for my Instagram and my Twitter. I'm always active on Instagram, and I'm somewhat active on Twitter. And again, check the description below for the link to the Sneak website, where you can get yourself a starter pack if you want to, just to see if you enjoy it or not. And the cans, really, because by the time I'm filming this, they've only been out for 1 day, so if I were you, I'd hurry up, because I don't know if they're going to be sold out anytime soon. But if you're from Britain, you have nothing to worry about. They're available in the UK now. But if you're from America, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer this year before you can get them. And I hope they release some other flavors as well, because these are the ones that I want them to bring out in the can form. Blizzard is one of them, and Purple Storm. I want them in some sort of can form in the future. But that's going to be it for this video, and I will see you all in the next review that we do, whenever that is.